seated. Seated. Thank you. Wow. Okay. On behalf of our faculty, staff, residents, and alumni, I want to extend a warm welcome to all here in person and those watching remotely for this most joyous conclusion to the 3-year journey of the class of 2024. My name is Kathy Giacomini. I'm privileged to serve as Dean of the UCSF School of Pharmacy. The School of Pharmacy has been my home for over 35 years as a pharmacist scientist, and presiding over this event, Commencement, is the most joyful time of the year for me. So to begin our ceremony, I'd like to acknowledge the ancestral owners of this land, the Ramaytush. The Ramaytush were indigenous people who inhabited the San Francisco Peninsula thousands of years ago. They believe that we have a responsibility to care for the land as stewards. So by caring for their land and through our educational and healthcare missions, UCSF hopes to be diligent stewards, honoring the ancestral owners of these lands. And for this year's commencement, we have a number of distinguished guests, including some of our most respected campus leaders. I will ask each of you to stand and remain standing when introduced. And please hold your applause till we finish all the dignitaries. So first of all, Sam Hawgood, Chancellor of UCSF, Brian Aldridge, Vice Provost, Academic Affairs, Noel Chapman, Associate Dean at UCSF Health, Nikkei Blake, Vice Provost of Student Academic Affairs and Dean of the Graduate Division, Renee Navarro, Vice Chancellor, Diversity and Outreach, and Sharon Yeomans, Executive Vice Dean of the School of Pharmacy. These are an amazing leadership group, and we are delighted to have them join us today in this event. So let's give them a hand. Now let's get to the fun stuff. So welcome UCSF School of Pharmacy Class of 2024. Today is about you. Today is your celebration with your classmates, your family and friends, and with the UCSF community you have cultivated. And we are going to celebrate all the way through this ceremony. We will recognize many of you, bring you up here to celebrate with us, and many people will join us in this collective festivity. So let's begin. The pride of your loved ones in this room is palpable, with so many smiles, so many cameras, so many laughters, and even a few tears as you filled into this auditorium. This is indeed a memorable class. You arrived at UCSF in the summer of 2021, and we can all remember that year. We were only just beginning to emerge from the pandemic, and we were still feeling the ripple effects at that time. I think you will all remember the required maskings. I think you will all remember the endless Zooms, meeting people for the first time without a mask and in 3 dimensions. This is your story. So who are you? Who is the class of 2024? Each of you has carved your own journey here to UCSF. Many of you come to us with degrees in biosciences, though others brought us their backgrounds in history, in anthropology, in business, and even in English literature. Please raise your hand if you were the first in your family to ever go to college. Yay. That's about 33% of you were first to go to college, and even better, 91% of you are first in your family to earn a doctoral degree. Would you please stand up? First in your family to earn a doctoral degree. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. Some of you are from families with a pharmacist in it, or with other health professionals, nurses, doctors, and dentists. Many of you are California residents, but 24% of your class was born in another country, and those countries are literally all over the map. We have Hong Kong, the Islamic Republic of Iran, Italy, Jordan, the Republic of Korea, Lebanon, Nigeria, the Philippines, Singapore, Syrian Arab Republic, Thailand, and let's not forget Vietnam. With the people who were born in foreign countries, my students, please stand up. Yeah. Wow. Thank you. Class of 2024, whether carving a new path or continuing a family tradition, the future is yours to harness. And the possibilities after you graduate are limitless. It's about expanding the playing field. It's about creating new providers and new professionals, new roles for pharmacists. It's about access. That's why diversity, equity, and inclusion are so important, DEI. And DEI is part of your class identity. It's who you are. You are a very diverse class. And some people say that diversity begets diversity, and that's true. But I also say diversity begets opportunity. And maybe from my point of view, most importantly, diversity begets inclusion and belonging. The feeling that you belong is a wonderful feeling. And you do belong to the class of 2024 and to the UCSF School of Pharmacy. And graduation is the time you move from student to PharmD graduate. You cross a bridge. And speaking of bridges, 91 years ago, the Golden Gate Bridge, the iconic landmark of San Francisco, was being built. Imagine the bridges you will build and the impact you will have on your community. We're depending on you to show us how to make inclusion work, how to build bridges to everyone, and how to make everyone feel like they belong, and then come back and show us how to do it even better. You have accomplished much in your 3 years, and we can't wait to see what's next. Your pharmacy school experience reflects a global response to the pandemic. You were part of that response. It has included the delivery of life-saving vaccinations. Give this group of superstars a hand. You created a thriving community among your classmates, building your clinical skills and gaining invaluable practice experience. You successfully completed our transformed, rigorous, year-round, 3-year competency-based curriculum, and that's not an easy thing to do. Now let's take a look at everyone around you in this auditorium and think of those people viewing you remotely. There are more than 1,000 people here tonight cheering you on, and more watching and cheering you on online. I see mothers, I see fathers, sisters, brothers, parents, children, grandparents, husbands, wives, and friends. If there's one thing we all know, and I think each one of you knows that, is that no one reaches this day completely on their own. It is truly about a village. And who are the key villagers? So I would like our esteemed faculty and my dear colleagues to stand up and be recognized for your unwavering devotion to our students. Please stand up. These faculty made your education in this day possible. I would also like to acknowledge another special group in your village who contributed to the delivery of your education, UCSF pharmacy residents who work in our hospitals. This special group has given so much to us as practitioners and educators in their short time here. Most of the residents will be leaving us in June, so today's ceremony marks their graduation as well. Can the residents please stand? Class of 2024, please now rise and turn to the people who have been there for you through your victories and your challenges. Your family, your friends. Thank you. There are also family members and friends who have been part of your journey, but who are no longer with us. For anyone who's lost a loved one, I hope you know that even though they aren't here physically to celebrate this occasion, they will remain close to you in your memories and in your hearts, and as you go forward in your careers, they will also be with you. Please join me in a moment of remembrance for those who couldn't join us here today. Thank you. What differentiates our UCSF graduates is that they go beyond their PharmDs to get additional training and education. The class of 2024 is very accomplished. You have been extremely successful in matching to residencies. I think we have 70 to 80%, maybe 90% match rate, obtaining fellowships, and seeking additional advanced degrees, and some of you even already have a job. And to reflect on your accomplishments, you as the class of 2024 chose 2 members to serve as class speakers at today's ceremony. The first speaker is Arbelina Jacob. Arbelina graduated from the University of San Diego with a Bachelor of Arts in Biology and a minor in Chemistry. Arbelina has excelled as a leader, as American Pharmacists Association Academy of Student Pharmacists Policy Vice President, and as the American College of Clinical Pharmacy Student Liaison. After graduation, Arbelina will be returning to San Diego to pursue an acute care residency at Scripps Mercy Hospital. Arbelina, please come up.
Too tall. Good evening, esteemed faculty, proud parents, honored guests, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2024. We never thought this day would come. We crossed days off our calendars and counted hours, minutes, and seconds. Today, we gather to celebrate a milestone in our lives that has been a culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and perseverance. As we look back on these past 3 years filled with late-night study sessions, countless exams, the relentless pursuit of knowledge, and a lot of caffeine and tears, here we are, standing with the knowledge, skills, and experiences that will shape our future endeavors. As we step into the world of pharmacy, I want us to always remember the day of our white coat ceremony, when we recited the oath of a pharmacist. We should always remember the importance of empathy, compassion, and integrity. We are entrusted with the power to bring relief and comfort to the lives of individuals, families, and society. And with this great power comes great responsibility. Standing here today, not knowing what the future has in store for us, I am reminded of the profound words of author and poet Ralph Waldo Emerson, who once said, "Do not follow where the path may lead, go instead where there is no path and leave a trail." As I look up and see the class of 2024, I see future pharmacists in industry, inpatient pharmacists, retail pharmacists, and ambulatory care pharmacists. We won't know how to solve every problem that comes our way, but UCSF has given us the tools to venture into uncharted territories and use our ethical compass to navigate this complex terrain with confidence and integrity. Remember, there is never just one pathway or one right way to get to our end goal, and everything happens for a reason. It is what we take away and learn from these adversities that builds character. I hope we face these challenges with an open heart and mind. As I've spent the past 3 years with the class of 2024, I've been thankful to be surrounded by a class filled with resilient advocates and compassionate pharmacists, always striving to uphold the highest standards of professionalism and excellence. Remember that your journey does not end here today. Rather, it is just the beginning. So embrace this moment with gratitude and excitement. I have no doubt that each and every one of us is bound for extraordinary achievements. We are ready to leave an unfading mark in the field of pharmacy. To parents, friends, and mentors who have supported us through each step of this rigorous journey, we express our deepest gratitude. Your love, encouragement, and sacrifices have been the driving force behind our success. We would not be here today without you, and for that, we are eternally grateful. Congratulations, class of 2024. The world awaits the positive influence each of you will bring to it. I know the future of pharmacy is in capable hands.
Thank you, Dr. Jacob. You nailed it. We wish you every success. Today's second student speaker is Alina Luke. Alina is also from San Diego and a graduate of UC San Diego, where she graduated with a Bachelor of Science in Pharmacological Chemistry. Following graduation, Alina will pursue a residency, Combined Health System Pharmacy Administration and Leadership Residency at UC Davis Health in Sacramento. Alina's list of leadership accolades is too lengthy to read all here today, but some of her highlights include co-chair of California Society of Health Systems Pharmacists, CSHP, Student Section, co-director of Student Taught Education in Pharmacy, STEP, and a recipient of CSHP Student Leadership in Health System Practice Award, John J. Carboni Memorial Scholarship Award, and UCSF's Lisa Chun Redondi and Kevin Redondi Chancellor's Endowed Scholarship. Alina, please come forward.
Testing, just kidding. Well, hi everyone. Thank you for allowing me to speak tonight. My name is Alina, and on behalf of the UCSF School of Pharmacy Class of 2024, I extend a warm welcome to all the guests who have gathered here to celebrate this pivotal moment. To my fellow graduates, trust me when I say that I am personally very proud of how far each and every one of you have come, because the last 3 years were not easy to get through. There are a lot of emotions floating around. I recognize that today, some of you may be beaming with absolute pride because you are perhaps the first person in your family to achieve a doctorate degree. And we saw just now, 90% of the class. Awesome. Perhaps some of you are relieved and joyful to know that their loved ones could gather here today with you, and I know I am. And for others, today you might be yearning to just go back home and burn all the notes you took for class. Or you can book a flight and go on vacation. And that's not me enabling you. I think you really deserve that vacation. The last 3 years of pharmacy school have been a whirlwind of experiences. Having grown up in San Diego, I never expected to find myself adulting in a new city while advancing my career. But now that I am reaching the end of a chapter in my career journey, I have many reminiscing thoughts I would love to impart on you. If you know me, you know that my pharmacy school journey was not linear at all. Along the way, I faced moments of self-doubt, imposter syndrome, mental and physical obstacles that required me to reevaluate my priorities. Within the first 2 years of pharmacy school, I experienced a plethora of emotions and events: loss, grief, sadness, but also excitement, laughter, and happiness. All of that taught me how to persevere and when to give myself grace in the face of challenges. So looking back, I have to say that what I learned in pharmacy school was beyond the textbooks and classes. I learned the value of friendship and companionship, the importance of determination, and the power of perseverance. I'm sure many of my fellow graduates would agree too. Through every challenge we faced, whether that was adapting to our first ever summative our first year, or transitioning back into in-person classes, or realizing that we would become successors of student organizations a little over half a year into our first year, and then transitioning into working healthcare professionals with adult responsibilities during our clinical rotations, what stood out at the end of the day was how we were able to grow stronger with each other's support and celebrate the small victories every step of the way. Whether this looked like enjoying the sushi and drinks at Wasabi Bistro with your friends, or taking a hot summer girl walk to Golden Gate Park and Little Sweet, or taking group naps after a summative, I know we all have a fair share of fun and very cozy memories together. So before this night ends, I would like the class of 2024 to take a brief moment to recognize your classmates who were with you through every step of the way. And I will take a pause for you to do so. But for me, that means taking a selfie on the stage, so ready? Oh, sorry about that. Technical difficulties. Thank you. Now, I would like to turn the attention back to our wonderful guests. To our teachers, staff members, and mentors, your unwavering guidance and wisdom made all the difference as we ventured through pharmacy school. You have nurtured our professional growth. To our families and friends and loved ones, your love and sacrifice was what shaped us into who we are today. And so tonight, on behalf of my colleagues, I sincerely thank you all for being our pillars of strength, comfort, and encouragement. To close off class of 2024, from this moment onward, we will be stepping out into the world and starting a new chapter of our lives. Though the future may seem vast and unfamiliar, let us embrace the future with open arms. I have no doubt in our ability to create a future of wonderful possibilities and achievements, whether that be for ourselves or those around us. Just remember that despite any challenges that come your way, you will never be alone in your journey. And so to my fellow graduates, again, congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Lip. At this point in the program, we recognize our outstanding teachers and preceptors. The class of 2024 voted on faculty members who were special to them and selected the following to honor with their highest award, the Joseph and Vera Long Foundation Award for Excellence in Teaching. First, Dr. Stephanie Shaw, who is here with us tonight, was selected by the class after this. Who is not here with us tonight is Dr. J.Q. Shin. He was selected by your class after the first year. He wanted to be here, but the late night he had scheduled to talk in Korea. But anyway, never mind. He wanted to be here, so thank you. We should give him a hand, J.Q. I think the next 5 who are your experiential preceptors who won Excellence in Teaching Awards are not here, so I'm going to read their names, but if somebody's here, stand up, okay? Dr. Candace Chan, Dr. Nicola Cooper, Dr. Eva Escobedo, Dr. Nicole Heaney, Dr. Deke Shelton. That is our dream team. Congratulations to our winners. They are what makes UCSF School of Pharmacy special. All right, now to the commencement speaker. Every year, we choose an exceptional individual to deliver the centerpiece address of commencement. Today's speaker is Dr. Julie A. Johnson. Dr. Johnson is an internationally recognized PharmD scientist and leader in clinical pharmacology, pharmacogenomics, and genome medicine. Dr. Johnson was recently appointed the director of The Ohio State University Center for Clinical and Translational Science. Her research focuses on cardiovascular pharmacogenomics and implementation of precision medicine approaches in clinical pharmacy practice. Prior to joining Ohio State in the fall of 2023, Julie spent over 25 years on the faculty at the University of Florida, where she was Dean of the College of Pharmacy for 9 years. Dr. Johnson has numerous service roles, including with the NIH, with the FDA, and with the Center for Disease Control. She is a rare elected pharmacy member of the National Academy of Medicine and is an elective fellow of the American Heart Association. And she is currently serving as president of the Pharmacogenomics Global Research Network. On a personal note, Dr. Johnson was the single most important individual to encourage me to throw my own hat into the ring to become dean of the UCSF School of Pharmacy. For that, I thank her. I'm thrilled to have her as our commencement speaker. Please welcome Dr. Julie Johnson.
Dean Giacomini, faculty, guests, and most importantly, honored graduates, it's my true privilege to serve as your commencement speaker today. This is a special day in which everyone is gathered to pay tribute to the 3 years of hard work in pharmacy school and to celebrate your transition to full membership in the profession of pharmacy. Your years in higher education have been unique, to say the least, and challenging as we live through a pandemic and continue to face countless challenges as a nation and a world. And yet you have persisted and adapted, and you have arrived at this special day, so you deserve our heartiest congratulations. My goal today is to give you 3 pieces of advice. Those are: find your passion, live that passion with compassion, and if you do the 2 of those, my 3rd piece of advice, to make a difference comes easily. You have entered a wonderful profession. There are many paths that you can take in pharmacy, and frankly, those opportunities are likely to expand dramatically in the next 10 years. So my first charge to you is to find your passion. Maybe you discovered that passion during your time here at UCSF. If so, you are lucky. If you haven't found your passion, continue searching. When I entered pharmacy school a very long time ago, my goal was to own my own pharmacy in my hometown in Ohio. But through continued searching, I found that that probably wasn't the perfect fit for me. I eventually landed in academia as an educator and a clinical scientist. This is my passion, and by finding my passion and living it, the years have flown by, and I feel I've been able to make important contributions. Your path and your passion will almost certainly be different than mine, but there are so many opportunities in pharmacy. Don't be afraid to try different things. I ended up in a very different place than owning a pharmacy in my hometown in Ohio. So allow yourself to dream and explore. Listen to your inner voice and find your passion. And know that it may take many years for you to find that, but keep looking. And when you find your passion, or even if you don't quite find your passion, live with compassion. Remember that no matter what you do, there are people at the other end of whatever you are doing, and they deserve to be treated with respect and dignity. Whether they are your patients, your coworkers, students, other healthcare professionals, or your family and friends, treat them as you want to be treated, the golden rule. My final piece of advice is to strive to make a difference. If you find your passion and you live it with compassion, this part will be easy. And because of the professional path that you have chosen, pharmacy, the opportunities to make a difference will be tremendous. Recent years have accentuated our broken healthcare system, which has many inequities. Our nation spends more on healthcare than any country in the world, and yet we rank 54th in infant mortality, 64th in life expectancy, placing us essentially very last among all developed countries in the world. We are a nation where health outcomes are defined largely by the zip code where you live. So in an environment that fails to deliver good outcomes relative to the dollars we spend, incentives in the healthcare system are changing, and many of these should provide tremendous opportunities for pharmacists. So seize those opportunities and be an active participant to change our healthcare system and make it better. Let your life's light be a commitment to impact. It will be rewarding for you, and it'll change the lives of those around you. I will highlight my 3 recommendations by taking you through one more patient case before you earn your degree. This case is a 93-year-old, 4-foot 10-inch, 90-pound woman, in other words, a tiny elderly woman. She was admitted to the hospital for a urinary tract infection and started on a fluoroquinolone antibiotic. But she was started on a dose that was appropriate for a 25-year-old healthy male. I suspect it's not just the graduates or the pharmacists in the audience who might think that doesn't sound like a great idea. Indeed, within 24 hours, she began hallucinating, a common side effect of the toxic concentrations of the drug. Specifically, she was found crawling out of her bed, petrified because she saw spiders crawling towards her, and she was deathly afraid of spiders. Her family tried to convince the doctor something was wrong, that this wasn't normal, and the doctor simply dismissed it, saying, "She's old. This is what happens when elderly people come to the hospital." That woman was my husband's mother. As we tried to intervene from a distance, we learned from the physician, "Oh, yes, the pharmacist did suggest we start with a lower dose." They eventually stopped the drug. Her side effects is cited, and thankfully, nothing truly bad happened to her. But this case highlights many important things besides inappropriate dosing of drugs. Most importantly, it highlights that you have to remember that every patient is somebody special. Someone's child, parent, grandparent, sibling, spouse, friend, and they deserve compassion when you interact with them as one of their healthcare providers. They deserve your best. They also need to be treated with compassion. It also reminds us to respect and listen to patients and their families. They often know better than healthcare providers when something isn't right. This example also points to the biases that can be developed by clinicians. In this case, a basic disregard for the elderly. Compassion helps us avoid biases. The case also highlights the importance of the healthcare team, where each member brings unique knowledge and skills, and the contributions from each team member must be respected and valued. In this case, the physician's disregard of the pharmacist's recommendation was to the detriment of the patient. But it's also a reminder that sometimes, especially if you know you're right, you need to do a little extra. In other words, be passionate about what you do. We were gratified in the case of my mother-in-law that the pharmacist had recommended a different dose. But was that enough? Did they have enough passion for their role to go beyond making a dose recommendation? He or she was clearly right, so why didn't they fight for a different dose? Why didn't they re-engage when the adverse drug effects were so obvious? We can't answer those questions, but I would argue that multiple members of the healthcare team, including the pharmacists, ultimately failed approaching their respective profession with passion, compassion, and seeking to make a difference. When your degree is conferred in a couple of minutes, I suspect it will contain the traditional language that the degree comes with rights, privileges, and responsibilities. By earning your PharmD degree, you have earned the right to become a licensed pharmacist in the United States, a role that is both a privileged position in which to serve our society and one that comes with tremendous responsibilities. I hope that as you make your full entry into the profession, you will do so by doing the things that I have discussed, finding your passion in pharmacy, living it with compassion, and seeking to make a difference. Make your pharmacy career your passion, not just your job. The nation and the world needs you. We need you to make it a better, more just, more equitable, and a healthier place. You are equipped with those tools, and there are many, many ways that you can have a positive impact on the lives of so many people. So go out and make the pharmacy profession proud. Make your faculty and your family and your friends proud. If you do, you will make the world a better place. We are counting on you. Thank you and congratulations.
Wow, Julie, that was, as usual, inspirational. I now know why you were able to convince me to do the things I've done. So, all right, thank you. We now come to the presentation of the Bowl of Hygeia Award. And that award is here. Oh, we better be careful. And at this point, I would like to describe the Bowl of Hygeia, but I'm going to introduce Dr. Lucy Saldana, who led the class in, who is president of the UCSF Alumni Pharmacy Alumni Association, and I'm thrilled to welcome you here to present the Bowl of Hygeia Award with me. Dr. Saldana will assist with the presentation. Let me tell you a little bit about the bowl. The Bowl of Hygeia is an internationally recognized symbol for the profession of pharmacy. Its origins are in Greek mythology. Hygeia is the goddess of health. A snake wraps around the bowl. The bowl represents medicines, and the snake indicates potency. Consequently, the Bowl of Hygeia symbolizes pure and potent medicines. The Bowl of Hygeia Award is the highest honor bestowed to a graduating student. The UCSF Pharmacy Alumni Association sponsors this production. Winning this award and even being nominated for this award is a very big deal. The recipient of the Bowl of Hygeia is chosen through a 2-round process. In the first round of voting, the class selects 5 finalists who best exemplify the qualities most desirable in a pharmacist: leadership, ability, and enthusiasm, as well as dedication to the profession and to people, are abundantly evident in all 5 finalists. I'm going to have you know what we're going to do, Lucy? I'm going to hand out certificates first. So let's carefully put it back.
I'll just sit it in here nicely.
Okay. If I could have my way for your class, there would be 126 finalists for the Bowl of Hygeia, but there are 5 finalists, and I want to welcome them to the stage. The first one is Dr. Unica Uzad. I think you could stand there. Unica demonstrates all of the qualities of an ideal pharmacist. I think, Unica, you're just going to stay there, right, because we're going to bring the others up. Okay. Through her thoughts, actions, and attitudes, Unica's exceptional kindness and dedication to the pharmacy profession have made her a standout student since day 1. Next is Dr. Linda Chang. Linda's spirit of teamwork exemplifies the spirit of a pharmacist the most. These are quotes, by the way, from her nomination. There's so many of them, so I just picked a few. She has truly insatiable drive to understand clinical problems and therapeutic solutions. Linda brings a sense of fun and humor to pharmacy. Linda. The third one is Dr. Runya Ibrahim. Runya is a natural leader and will always voice the concerns of her peers and patients. Runya is passionate about learning for the sake of bettering the profession of pharmacy. Dr. Ibrahim is a beacon of intelligence, thoughtfulness, and engagement. The next nominee is Dr. Siavash Panihi. Despite numerous obstacles, he never wavered in his pursuit of excellence, ultimately achieving remarkable success. Siavash consistently provides compassionate care to his patients. Siavash embodies the spirit of inquiry, curiosity, and engagement. The next one is Dr. Ingrid Zhao. Ingrid demonstrates an incredible work ethic and models the role of a pharmacist. She is always willing to lend a helping hand to her peers. Ingrid has dedicated tremendous effort to patient care. Okay, stay there. This is an outstanding slate of nominees. Please appreciate that while only one person will receive the Bowl of Hygeia, it is the highest of honors to be among the finalists, particularly since your classmates are the ones who honored you. I extend my congratulations and my admiration to each of you. Let's have a round of applause for all of them. In the second round of voting, faculty and students select the award's recipient. The moment has come to reveal this year's awardee. Dr. Saldana will present the Bowl of Hygeia trophy. I am pleased to announce that the 2024 recipient of the Bowl of Hygeia Award is Dr. Runya Abraham. Thank you, Runya. I think I'm going to say a few more things about Runya. Runya is exemplary. She is extremely hardworking and honest, kind and compassionate. Her future colleagues and patients are in great hands. And thanks all of you nominees. This is fabulous. Now we come to the main event. The primary reason we have gathered here today, conferring the Doctor of Pharmacy degree to the members of the class of 2024. This honor is graciously accepted by my colleague, UCSF Chancellor Sam Hawgood. I call Dr. Hawgood to come forward and confer the Doctor of Pharmacy degree to all of you.
Will the class of 2024 please rise? By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Regents of the University of California, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Pharmacy. My congratulations.
Graduates, please be seated. As the final step in the ceremonial transition from student to UCSF alumnus, the new graduates will today receive their doctoral hoods. Hooding the graduates is traditionally the role of the dean. In the hooding ceremony, I will be assisted by Dr. Sharon Yeomans, Executive Vice Dean, member of the class of 1985, and Chancellor Hawgood will congratulate the graduates. Please come up. Okay, and we have arranged for professional photographers to take pictures of the graduates as part of the hooding ceremony. We appreciate your cooperation, and that means everyone in the audience, by not approaching the stage to take photos so that we may keep the aisles clear for the graduates. Would the first row of graduates approach the stage?
Dr. Asana Hamid. Dr. Giovanni Landis Lara. Dr. Kathleen Dang. Dr. Warif Kastoon. Dr. Anika Azad. Dr. Linda Chang. Dr. Rania Ibrahim. Dr. Shiavash Panahi. Dr. Ingrid Joe. Dr. Arbelina Jacob. Dr. Alina May Luke. Dr. Zora Abdul. Dr. Kavya Gayatri Achutuni. Dr. Darren Al-Fafara. Dr. George Al-Farhat. Dr. Janica Chelsea Garcia Ames. Dr. Wilson Lance Calaguas. Dr. Kylie Nicole Chan. Dr. Michelle Chan. Dr. Melvin Chang. Dr. Melissa Chi. Dr. Min Chen. Dr. James David Chen. Dr. Clever Chu. Dr. Sylvia Choi. Dr. Rizal de la Cruz. Dr. Diana Doe. Dr. Ryan Doan. Dr. Ryan Dew. Dr. Ryan Ia. Dr. Noor El-Bashawi. Dr. Ethan Martin Sabuktalau Espina. Dr. Raiti Fuladi Chami. Dr. Diana Lynn Garza. Dr. Juan Samuel Gil Reynoso. Dr. Sharon Gipp. Dr. Joanne Guan. Dr. Nicholas Hector Gutierrez. Dr. Mark Guten. Dr. Samantha Marie Guzman. Dr. Mateen Hassan. Dr. Helen D. Huyn. Dr. Qumi Huyn. Dr. Laura Tan Mi Wen. Dr. Michelle Huyn. Dr. Aya Ide. Dr. Nishat Nabila Jahan. Dr. Mirna Kalajian. Dr. Reina Kalalia. Dr. Sana Khatib. Dr. Shari Kwok. Dr. Amelia Lau. Dr. Albert Lee. Dr. Christine Huyan Lee. Dr. Matthew Lock-Hin Lee. Dr. Rachel Tan Lee. Dr. Pollyanna Leong. Dr. Selena Lee. Dr. Bachua Lor. Dr. Marissa Lee. Dr. Stephanie Lee. Dr. Kunal Madan. Dr. Christina Mai. Dr. Lisbeth Martinez. Dr. Daisha Joyce Matthews. Dr. Ellie Marabani. Dr. Sahar Miri. Dr. Alana Moises. Dr. Alexa Molina. Dr. Diala Mudawar. Dr. Danielle Tess Munoz. Dr. DJ Houston. Dr. Sarah Nakamoto. Dr. Cameron Nakamura. Dr. Martha Navarro Zapiain. Dr. Allison Nguyen's. Dr. Triet No. Dr. David Sun Pham Hoang Nguyen. Dr. Isabel Nguyen. Dr. Michelle Nguyen. Dr. Phoc Kwan Nguyen. Dr. Rebecca Nguyen. Dr. Vincent Mai Nguyen. Dr. Mona Jane Ocampo. Dr. Trevor Joseph Liao Orit. Dr. Callan Oshita. Dr. Zay Tay Mi Pham. Dr. Joshua Enrique Ramos. Dr. AJ Roderos. Dr. Noriel Beamer Fernandez Rosario. Dr. Harpreet Kaur Sahota. Dr. Samantha Schmidt. Dr. Slade Schneider. Dr. Roma So. Dr. Joanna Su. Dr. Ryan Su. Dr. Michaela Makalental Tayab. Dr. Lizette Todera. Dr. Fiona Tran. Dr. Kevin Taylin Tran. Dr. Mai V. Tran. Dr. Allison Sui. Dr. Asayana Vienmani. Dr. Sarah Vo. Dr. Jessica Kim Vu. Dr. Noor Walid Kadaj Malat. Dr. Sharice Watanabe. Dr. Anthony Wong. Dr. Christy Wong. Dr. Isabel Zhao Wu. Dr. Xinying Lisa Wu. Dr. Wendy Shaw. Dr. Selena Ka-Lam Shu. Dr. Angela Young. Dr. Zheyong Zhang. Dr. April Zhou. Dr. Janine Zhu.
Final step, first of all, congratulations, everyone. Let's give them all a hand. Class of 2024, in your white coat ceremony, you first took the oath of a pharmacist. In so doing, you affirmed your transition from smart student to student pharmacist. A few moments ago, your student status ended and your life as a doctor of pharmacy officially began. Today is another significant transition when we recognize your evolution from student pharmacist to doctor of pharmacy with a reaffirmation of the oath. This oath serves as an ethical compass for pharmacists over their careers, helping them navigate professional quandaries as patient care providers and critical thinkers. I introduce yet again Executive Vice Dean Sharon Yeomans to lead you in the oath. Sharon.
I now ask that the class of 2024 please stand, turn around, and face your relatives and friends who symbolically represent your future patients. All right, and please repeat after me. I promise to devote myself to a lifetime of service to others through the profession of pharmacy. In fulfilling this vow, I will consider the welfare of humanity and relief of suffering my primary concerns. I will promote inclusion, embrace diversity, and advocate for justice to advance health equity. I will apply my knowledge, experience, and skills to the best of my ability to assure optimal outcomes for all patients. I will respect and protect all personal and health information entrusted to me. I will accept the responsibility to improve my professional knowledge, expertise, and self-awareness. I will hold myself and my colleagues to the highest principles. of our profession's moral, ethical, and legal conduct. I will embrace and advocate changes that improve patient care. I will utilize my knowledge, skills, experiences, and values to prepare the next generation of pharmacists. I take these vows voluntarily with the full realization of the responsibility with which I am entrusted by the public. Congratulations, class of 2024.
Please be seated. On behalf of all of our faculty, staff, residents, fellows, we have been honored to serve you, class of 2024. And we've already applauded you, and we're so happy for you as we celebrate with you the conferring of your Doctor of Pharmacy degree. We are almost at the end of the 2024 commencement ceremony. As our program concludes, we would like to provide you with a few reminders. We hope you enjoy some time to mingle with your graduates, but as a reminder, we are required to leave the building no later than 11 p.m. Please remain in your seats until the faculty, our distinguished guests, and the entire class have exited the hall. I wish you a great evening filled with joy, pride, and love. Thank you all.